Let's talk about Stephen Dorff and his view on the Marvel movies, coming from the perspective of having been the main antagonist in the very first Blade movie and how good Blade 1 and 2 were. We won't talk about 3 right now. That one's like the black sheep of the family.
Abby?
The first 2 Blade movies were excellent comic book adaptations. Stephen Dorff as Deacon Frost in the first one was awesome. Marvel movies have Amber Hearded the bed since Endgame, and Dorff is not holding back anymore. If you remember, we did a video a couple of years ago, him talking about Black Widow and how much of a joke he thought it was. Let's get into this article from Variety, see what Stephen Dorff's thoughts on them rebooting Blade are, and Marvel overall, and see if his views of Black Widow have changed. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that.
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Here we are, Variety.com. Original Blade star Stephen Dorff is sick of Marvel's worthless garbage, mocks the MCU's Blade. We already did it and made it the best.
Garbage Day! Huh? No!
This is by Zach Sharf. This came out yesterday. Zach Sharf, we've discussed, he used to write at IndieWire. He is a cuck, so if there's any garbage in this article, we'll know why. Great look at him. He was great as Deacon Frost in the first Blade. Like, I need to rewatch those with my son. I haven't watched them in a while. Stephen Dorff is no stranger to railing against Marvel. The actor went viral in 2021 after telling The Independent that Black Widow looks like garbage and that he was embarrassed for its leading star, Scarlett Johansson.
I'll have to finish it myself.
What are you going to do?
Now, Dorff is back.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever.
With a fresh Marvel tirade courtesy of the Daily Beast. The actor who flexed his comic book movie chops opposite Wesley Snipes in 1998's Blade said he'd only want to star in the contemporary comic book films if they were more like when I started, when we made Blade, or the few that have been made decent over the years, like when Nolan did The Dark Knight and reinvented Batman from Tim Burton. All this other garbage is embarrassing. He's not wrong. You know what I mean? Dorff continued, I mean, God bless them. They're making a bunch of money, but their movies suck. And he laughs. And nobody's going to remember them. Nobody's remembering Black Adam at the end of the day. I didn't even see that movie. It looked so bad. Well, that's a DC movie, but I see, and that's, I don't understand picking that one out. Black Adam was like the best Marvel movie that came out this year, and DC released it. So I don't know. According to Dorff, the future of cinema rests in the upcoming new talents like director Eddie Alcazar, who helmed the Sundance entry Divinity, in which stars Dorff, and not in making Black Adam and worthless garbage over and over again. Marvel is currently developing a new take on Blade for its Marvel Cinematic Universe, but not all has gone according to plan. Mahershala Ali is attached to the role, which at first I was like, okay, and now I'm just like, why? Don't. Just leave Blade out of the MCU. I know there's a lot of people who want to see Blade, but they're never going to be able to do this role justice. It's going to be PG, sanitized, homogenized Marvel shite. So I don't think they can do this justice at all. It'll be a PG-13 movie, and that's it. Let's see. But the original director, Bassam Tariq, exited the film 2 months before the intended production start date. Yann Demange is currently set to direct the MCU's Blade movie. Dorff said there's no chance the MCU bests the 99 original, which was directed by Steve Norrington. It might make, I don't know, I don't even know if it'll make more money, to be honest with you, when you adjust it for inflation. I don't know. By the time this comes out, if and when it ever sees the light of day. Marvel is used to me trashing them anyway, Dorff said. How's that PG Blade movie going for you that can't get a director? Because anybody who goes there is going to be laughed at by everyone because we already did it and made it the best. There's no Steve Norrington out there.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Earlier in the interview, Dorff said he'd do mainstream movies all the time if they were good. The actor added, if the 1 or 2 a year that happen don't, for whatever reason, cast me in a role. I'm not going to lose sleep over it because I wasn't one of 50 people in Oppenheimer. I mean, it looks cool, But to me, unless you're playing Oppenheimer, I don't want to be in that movie. Unless it's my friend's movie, and then I'll do a scene or a pop-up. And there it is, folks. Stephen Dorff, again, makes Marvel look ridiculous because he's not wrong. They're making popcorn flicks and they're trying to pass them off as high art, have them nominated for Oscars simply because there's box-checking diversity and inclusion, which we all know Disney champions to a point of over-representation. We saw it with the Reimagining Tomorrow leaks with the Alphabet Mafia, you know, them GLAAD pushing them for 50% on-screen representation in 10 years when they only comprise 5% of the population. So the MCU is just toast. And to get back to Blade, I don't even want to see a Blade movie now. I have no desire for them to make Blade with Mahershala Ali because it's going to be shit. They're going to make a PG-13 Blade. They're not going to be able to do half of what they did in the first two. And it's going to be quip, quip, quip. Now, was there jokes in the first one? There was a little bit of humor, yeah. But did it ruin the tone of every serious moment that they build to? No, because that's not good writing. That's what stupid Marvel writers do. They're, we're going to build this tension, and then we'll let all the air out of the room with a stupid joke. Just so the audience can be like, ha, 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 ha. No, it's absolutely ridiculous, and it needs to stop. It really does. We need to get back to good filmmaking again. Marvel, after a certain point, just ruined audiences. It did. I hate to sound like a cinema snob, but it kind of did. And I'm somebody who likes schlock, and Marvel's not even schlock anymore because schlock is enjoyable. This is just something completely else. This is like the political arm of Disney. Like I said, I understand that there's always been politics in comic books, but you're going a little bit overboard and ham-fisted with it now, which speaks to the lazy writing that Marvel employs in every single one of their projects. Let me know what you think in the comments, gang. Are you on Dorff's side? Are you on the billion-dollar global media monopoly Marvel side? Let me know what you think. Sound off below. If you haven't joined as a channel member yet, $2.99, $4.99. You can just subscribe because that's free. It always will be. Ding the bell for notifications. Thank you to my editor, Goodstuff. I'm Etepo Kuian of The Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Self-high five.
Better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all.
This doesn't bode well.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
It's a waste of good suffering.